Welcome to tonight's playthrough of The Last Plague Blight. It's one of my most favored survival games. We're going to get right into some action for a handful of hours, but we're going to start a new game tonight. And just to go over some settings that I did up front. Gameplay, it can autosave every 5 minutes. You can select, I chose the default auto 5. Speed up camera blurs, I don't really care for camera blurs, so I turned those off. I will actually have the tutorial hints and stuff on for tonight. And speed up time ability for all interactions I find to be very useful. I believe it defaults with just some interactions. Besides that, if the sound is too loud or too low, let me know and I will adjust accordingly. And for new game, got easy, standard, and custom. Custom, you can adjust quite a bit of different settings, not as many as you could in Zomboid, but still plenty. And then I'm just gonna pick easiest though, because for one, starts out less hunger and thirst, depleting, and the blight moves a little slower. It's gonna help with doing more of a 3-day show off of the game. Most people won't want to play it in hardcore mode. And you have less and more realistic. More realistic, you have a map and a compass and you have no clue where you are until you figure it out by using the map. And less realistic, you get a pointer on the map that shows your location. Turn off those so we can see tutorials, and though I probably won't run through all the tutorials in the order they say. And let's see here. Jay, that sounds like a bunch of words Steam would use to say I like a game. Post-apocalyptic zombie survival horror crafting story driven female protagonist. Indeed. I guess I'm just like an AI chatbot was saying third-person isometric hardcore survival build craft. But here at the game starting out, it's generating a completely random map. So the first thing I'm going to do when I get into the game is look at my map and kind of choose where I want to go. Right now, he doesn't have the option to change. That'll be coming soon, but you can pick between a male and a female right now. We'll do a male. Day 1. This is world. Map. So we're starting up here. And what I like to do is find a river and a road and a forest that are all kind of next to each other. And I am not seeing any good ones on this map really. Maybe right down in here. Swamp nearby and a lot. So we're going to be heading quite a ways south. Quite a ways. See any other good spots? I think it's gonna be right off this Wisconsin lake right here, the old glove. There, we also eventually are going to have to go to this island, so we want to be kind of more center of the map if we can. See it, where are we now? We're facing north. You hit Alt, it pulls up all the different items on the ground, which is very useful. First thing to do, get 10 stones, 10 small stones and 1 large one. Sure, that's the way I want to go. Then over here on our left we have our stamina bar, which is draining as we run. You got your warmth meter, and when winter comes you will have to hopefully make clothing by then. Hey mom. Then you have how much energy when it's time for bed, basically. Your hunger meter, your water meter, and your hit points, your health bar. And there will be one more meter that pops up here in a while called your Blight meter. We'll get into that as that starts to happen. Shortcut it down, we'll cut the corners a little bit. Up our inventory, it is kind of a Tetris inventory. Starts you off with a hatchet, a knife, a bunch of sausage. I think you only get 5 sausage in the more harder mode, and a sleeping bag. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 1 more small stone. You see he's getting tired out. You can hear him starting to breathe heavy, and he's going to get slower. So being that we're basically tired right now, I'm going to stop for a second and craft a stone bowl out of that large stone. We can speed up time. There we go. Sort the inventory. We got 4, 5, 10 stones, so you do not want to walk into the green clouds here. That's the Blight. You can see there's little green mushrooms there. Eventually, later in the game, we'll actually start to remove that Blight once we get the recipes for it. A D12 and a half dozen D8s. And the other thing I'm going to start to pick up on the way now that I got my stones and bowl made will be dogbane. Dogbane you rip into make rope out of. I'm just going to let my stamina kind of regenerate, which that if I go to walking mode will regenerate, but it regenerates slower than just standing, I believe. Standing, it goes right up. It says the first thing it wants me to do is build a fire pit. You click on that, it'll kind of tell you about it. Click on fire pit, it pulls up what you need to make it, 10 small stones. Start running again. Sometimes you find a base that's really close to home, and other times you're gonna start with a journey. Another thing to look out for when you're running is the leveled up. That's another thing they added, but little cabins. So now he added skills, so I'm level 2 endurance, which gives me a 1% stamina drain rate, so I can run for a little bit longer now. This road. This is all created by a single developer. His name is Serg. I think he's from Poland, Russia, somewhere in that neck of the world. I just think he's done a fantastic job. I've been playing the demos and the betas for probably 5 years. Bought this game about maybe a year ago once he finally released it into early access. Let's see. Be a little ways further. Dogbane. Oleander is used to help get rid of the Blight in a more later game. Some items can stack in your inventory, so the dogbane stacking up there. Only hold a couple more. I can hold 4 more if I do that. And the animals don't show up until I believe day 3, but you're gonna have to worry about coyotes, wolves, brown and black bears, and then boars too if you attack them. There are nice animals, of course, rabbits and deer. Let's see, I can get 4 more. Should be on our right here. Let's see if we can find a good place to set up camp. Yeah, I like this spot right here. So, first thing I want to do is inventory, and place our sleeping bag down. Place it close to the water. There. Then build. I hit B as a hotkey to open up the build menu. Set fire pit. Let's rotate it. So right there. Build. Okay. Next, I'm gonna take that dogbane and also do this to pull up just crafting of that. You craft up all of it. If you hold shift when you click, it'll do 10 at a time. You've got to level up in probably crafting there. There we are. Now with rope I can actually start a stockpile for that stuff. I think I'll start it right here. And I usually just drop the sausages right near the camp for now because I don't need them right away. And just put the bowl there. Now I believe it's T, but I set it to R. It's just auto gather. If you hold R, it just picks up everything nearby. Just kind of clear out this area, gather a bunch of goods. And just start stockpiles right away too. Not everything can be stockpiled, so a few things I'm going to set on the ground. Just dump them out of my inventory. I believe, and with that too. There. Yeah, none of these can be. The twigs can though. Twigs right there. This other stuff I'm just gonna drop quick. Pick it up later. Some of it, like the mushrooms, of course, will rot. The chamomile will dry. Golden seal as well. To just kind of clear the base area of stuff right off the bat. Foraging skill increased. Let's do that. More things. Come back and right click and it just auto puts them in stockpiles. And cones can stockpile as well. Dandelion that I picked up, that is, you boil that down and it can make salt. Pretty good. We'll eventually be harvesting all of these trees. Making spears and doing some hunting. Building a shelter. Let's try it again. Okay. Go basically from the Stone Age to the Iron Age in this game. There was a faster way to drop, but I don't believe there's like a button you hold and you can just drop them, so it's easiest just to do it like that. You do end up needing a lot of rope in this game, so I'm picking a lot of dogbane. Mushrooms don't really matter right now. Starting to get tired. And depending on how much stamina you use is how quickly your tiredness goes too. Okay. Up the dogbane stems. The rest of it's matter. Next we're gonna start chopping a couple trees down. Let's cook up this dogbane quick though. Speed up time. And another level in crafting. Mental stockpile. Load our hatchet, which we'll start with, and get to chopping. And it says here, you know, still setting up camp. It wants me to grab firewood. I'll start doing here. Getting these trees down. See, that definitely burns a good amount of stamina, chopping trees. Learning his lumberjacking skills. You know, camp there a little bit. Okay. It's away. Sticks. Pine cones. Then we got pine branches. Wait. Oh, that's the other thing we're gonna have to find is flint. Set these up right now next to the fire pit. Run over, find some flint before it gets dark. It makes creating a fire a bit easier. So here, looks like if we go straight out, probably find some flint. Oh, there's a coyote already. Small piece of flint. Okay. We'll find any large flint too while we're out here. There's going to be a sandstone chunk which you use for sharpening your items. Gotta keep your axes sharp. Small piece of flint. And a large piece of flint you'll craft into leave a chisel and also into there's copper. Grab the big copper pieces. Need copper and tin to make bronze. Oh, and there's tin right there. What do you know? Yeah, that's right. Grab some tin ore. More copper. And yeah, and the boars in this game, they're harmless unless you attack them, but they are huge. Oh, iron ore right here. Very nice, close to base. Ways off from needing iron ore though. Oh, we're going to check out that house right there and then we're going to head back. One thing, you want to find these little cabins. They built a bridge across the river. I did build a bridge across the river in a different playthrough. Yes. Now these small houses are really good for, hopefully we'll find a pickaxe in it. No pickaxe. Oh, yep, steel pickaxe right there. Beautiful. The other thing is now we're going to pick up a few small stones because you can use them as hammers. And grab that stone, put it there. We're going to take apart the chair to get some nails and leather and planks. Don't know if he has implemented the bow yet, but he did implement arrows now. Okay, now where am I on the map? Right here, what I want to do is just label that house so I know to come back here to get some of this stuff. We're just going to load up with what we can. Tab. Get rid of the stone. Get rid of... Move the small sandstone chunk. Move that. Okay. The long planks. 4, 5. Okay, guess that's what we can carry. Back home is west. Hopefully get back to camp just before nightfall. We'll make some firewood and camp for the first night with some good supplies. Fairly productive, especially getting that pickaxe. Even though it's worn out, it still works. It doesn't fully break. Probably end up taking the sandstone from right here. So you can use it to grind up that sandstone and also to mine the larger rocks just on the mouth of the river. Very nice. You can see as he's gotten more tired, now his max stamina has dropped until he gets some sleep. And he's over encumbered, so his stamina depletes faster, movement speed, and tired, so max stamina reduced by 37%. Start a stockpile of this and this. Yeah, you can't start a stockpile of that yet, so start moving a few logs. I'm ready for making that fire pit, stacking some firewood. Find everything in this game, the faster you can do it, the better, so best to think as long-term strategy as possible and then kind of push to get it done. Okay. Start the stockpile right here. Okay, next we need to grab some pine branches here. We'll take 5. I'm going to craft with them. Just break them down to get the pine leaves and little sticks out of them. Grab 5 twigs. Need 4 of each, so we need them. Right now our fire will go for 12 hours and 1 minute if we ignite it right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Grab that little plate, fill it up with water, and boil it. Because otherwise you're going to be drinking tainted water. Now that's going to go for 15 minutes. Next thing I'm going to do is make a stick crate. Let's see, what do I need for that? Stick crate. Storage. 15 and 10. Okay. 16. And then 10 rope. Filled with storage place. And we'll just place this right here. Build that. The water should be about done by then. 3 minutes left. Okay, but now I can put my nails. That actually copper and tin can be in a stockpile. Put the small sandstone chunk and wrap in there. There's our water. And drink it. And refill and reboil. Okay, now also the golden seal. Care about the mushrooms at all. We'll pick up the other stuff though that we might want. Dandelion. Chamomile. Dandelion. Move all that other stuff and dump it later. Kind of farther away from camp because we don't need it nearby. Put a few things away. Oops. That, and that. Start a stockpile of this. And of this. And that, we can drink some more water. Well, eat one of those sausages now. See. One more. Gives 18, 107, 87, and yeah, we can eat that one right now then. Next. Build with hosts, medium, go about there. This one. Right there. Just setting up posts to be able to build a shelter now. Now, just boil a little more water. Okay. Grab a... don't really think I need that many. Okay, grab some rope. Okay, well, grab the whole stack. Build support beams. Okay, water's done. Next thing I want to build is the rafters. Roof stick rafter. Needs a few more long sticks. 6, I think it needed about that, right? 5 of them. Okay, now we'll grab some pine. That's enough. Place a leaf roof. And it was. Now we already have a shelter. Keep us comfy from the rain. Let's put our stockpile of rope back down somewhere. How about there? Put our sticks back. It's getting pretty nighttime, so let's check our fire. It says 9 hours, 39 minutes. We will add maybe one more log. Okay, we're gonna have to wait a little bit before that can actually go in there. So while that's doing that, I want to build another thing, or start to build. Medium charcoal pit. Start them right here. I'm gonna do 2 of them. Build. Well, they also need 20 sticks each. Yeah, I got 45, so that's going to be enough for each of them. 5 left over. And we got to dig up a bunch of dirt to add to it. I think I'm gonna dig the dirt. How about here? Dirt, mud works too. Control click. When you do this, it will actually, you see, take the ground away. So you can kind of dig a hole, and you could actually get stuck in that hole if you dig it too deep and aren't paying attention. But I've also used it to build a trench around my base to like basically make it more difficult for animals to get into my base. Especially the wolves and bears. Coyotes usually aren't too bad. They'll come running through because they're chasing a rabbit maybe, but dig some more mud. We'll need the mud also to make mud bricks to start our mud kiln, which tomorrow we'll start searching for clay. Along the shores you usually find the clay. We'll then start to do pottery. And then from pottery we'll move into bronze working, and from bronze working to iron. Remember, we need 20 mud bricks. And then it says hunger and thirst, create a rabbit snare. Now, I'm not going to probably do that. So I found I don't really need to go heavy into meat. I find that maybe later in the game when I'll start doing that. But you can also now put out fish traps and collect trout. Need the flint. Need some twigs, and where's the pine leaves? There. What time is it? We've had that, perfect. Okay, we'll make our bricks and then get ready for bed. Craft 10, 20, 5, 10, is that? 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so 10 more. 5, 10. Okay. Stockpile the mud. Pick up those bricks. Build a little furnace. Might as well do it right there. I always take them apart and move them, build them again. And now that's ready. Okay, we got about 10 hours of fire left. Let's lay down. It says sun will be up in 6. We need 8 hours of sleep. Fire for 10. We're all good. Let's sleep for the night. And that is the first day. Well rested. And then it's not clear where the blight came from or how it spread so quickly. Your village Garen's Well is a wasteland, and it doesn't look like any other parts of civilization in the barony of Velenvin have fared any better. You need to figure out some sort of way to minimize or eliminate its effects, if you have any hope of surviving in the long run. Find clues about a potential anti-blight serum. Be on the lookout for clues about a potential serum. You have heard whispers of druids in a far-off land that know how to combat the blight. The stories talk about healing serums and fantastical elixirs that supposedly cure one's affliction entirely. If these tales are true, then there may be hope for humanity still. You do know that there were a few hermits and occultists taking shelter in the secluded wilderness around your village before the blight. Perhaps they may know more about the druids, if they are still alive. And these are just about the basic, things you gotta do, but that's the little bit of story we got there. Let's just grab some more firewood and toss it on. I don't want that to go out. I'm gonna drink that water. Might as well boil up another one before we head out. Oil. What's our food at? 76. We'll eat one sausage. Okay. Stockpile the stuff we don't need. Don't need the flint on me right now. All that charcoal is done. Perfect. Go here and put our charcoal in there for now. There we go. Oh, we still have 2 pieces in our hands. That puts it in our hands too. There we go. Okay. Just to get this away from camp, I'm just going to take that with me. Let's see, where shall we go then? Excuse me. Just going to start running probably down the river. Yep, south. Because if we go this way, we're going into a swamp. We're not ready for a swamp. Okay, so this way? Yep. Not enough space. Okay, well let's just dump this all right here. Load away to who knows where. Not my problem. We'll be using mushrooms later, but right now I don't need them. They're just kind of in my way. And he's done good with the water physics. I've actually used it to transport goods by just throwing it in the river and going downstream. And then I grab it again. Okay, here we go. Clay. We need a lot of clay. Eventually, we'll also build a shovel to make this a little bit easier, but it's just fine getting it by hand. bad. Got a couple more of those. Let's just also, while we're here, carve a couple spears just in case we need them. Fill up our inventory completely of clay. You get basically one full backpack full and you can be mostly set on clay for a while. Oh. Found a gold mine. Actually, Serg said this was not supposed to happen. He meant to fix that, but it's been a few patches since I last played and it still happens every now and then. I'm not going to complain. Just makes it a little bit quicker on harvesting. Getting it this quick, we'll be able to go back early and hopefully get a lot of the clay works done. And we already got a good amount of copper. We still have to pick up a little more copper. We have enough tin for 2 crucibles full. So, fairly good. I'll just let it do this, because it's just going to dump it all into that hole it's digging. Be easy for me to pick up later. This is one of the processes you can't speed up. Oh. See, he's building quite the hole. Clay is kind of piling up around it. That will fill up a little bit. Once it starts to overflow, I'll run. Okay. Just drop this spear right here and put some of that wet clay. Trout. And you can swim. You lose stamina when you're swimming, so if you swim too far and you don't make it back to shore, you will drown. But we can also build a raft. Right here. Stockpile our clay. We're gonna pick up the rest of that. And the other thing is your iron tools. They do have a rust level, so when you get them wet and they dry, of course, rust, it oxidizes, which worsens the quality of your iron works, your steel items. So it's best to try and stay out of the water. Also, you get being wet, you can be more susceptible to the blight. Get 2 full stacks this earlier in the day, we'll be set. Oh, this is a nice deposit too. And what is it? V to toggle to ranged attack. Stay away from me, coyote. Okay. Got my first wound. That's the first dead coyote. Harvest. Can't really use most of it yet. Now intestines you can use to turn stuff into sausage. I'm just gonna dump it in the water. Same with the steaks, so I'm not gonna do any cooking. I'll hold on to the animal fat and the hide, because we might actually be able to get to using that very soon. Grab our spear. Do we have room? Of course we have room. Might as well pick up some dogbane on the way back as well. A little bit of space for it. Four more dogbanes. More. A little bit more. Here we go. That's it. Back to base. add that to the stockpile, start another one next to it, start doing that clay in a moment. Oh, the crow just flew away, left a letter. Pick it up and see what this letter says. We have seen your smoke from afar. We'll meet in 2 days. Alright. After returning from gathering resources, you notice a letter that was somehow placed in your camp. It appears others are alive and aware of your presence. The letter mentions they'll meet within 2 days. Wait for whoever wrote the mysterious letter. 2 days remaining. Whether or not they are friendly remains to be seen. Okay, drop the fat and that in there. Oh. Yeah, we'll also drop that in there. Rip up that. Now I have to treat my scratch injury too. Probably get right on that before I go into clay making. Got those. Going to grab. Do we have enough pine leaves? Maybe. Okay, so if I go it says bleeding. Go to health. That jerk scratched me here. Put some pine leaves on it so it's treated. Remedies, I can also make a pine leaf bandage, clove poultice, polypore bandage. You can stick splint and a tourniquet. A few different things. We got that covered. Let's for these small trees. Got any young trees here? All small. There's a young tree. Young trees are going to be needed for making a raft and a few other cool items. Use clean water or another antiseptic to flush the grime out of your wound. Okay, that's the other thing. Go to here, the water. We hold on to it. I think this is how you're gonna do it. Cover item. And see remedies. No. Okay. Let's go try and heal like that. Will it clean it? Use clean water, use antiseptic to sanitize your wound once cleaned. So sanitize chest. That's how you do it. That's a newer thing that he's added in a recent update was, there we go, neutral. It better than neutral? Only flushes out filth, okay. Might as well drink too and boil some more. He recently added that to the game. Injuries. Let's do this stockpile here. This one right here. Then we got 5 hours for fuel. Oh. Okay. Well, now that we have pine branch, we can actually make a better bandage. That and some rope. Craft with pine bandage. Okay. last longer than probably just some pine sticks. Chop down one more tree just so we're gonna be ready. Chop it down this direction. It falls always to your right. I actually chopped one and it landed on a boar and killed it. Thought that was kind of cool. Easy way of killing a boar. Okay, that's down. Okay. Craft. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Put 6 in here. That uses wood for fuel. These for now. Let's see. Wood for fuel, one good thing for that is actually cutting up a stump. That gives you some smaller firewood. You can fit like 5 or 6 pieces in there. Need more pine branches stuff. That should do that. Need a few more twigs. Simple twig pile. We need our flint. Okay, craft up one more of them. I might as well craft them all. Okay. And that though. Night. Got that going now. A stick pile. Okay. Make up. Now we got those made up. Bricks over here. We'll make some more different items. We want the axe mold, clay bowl, mold. Okay. Up all these, we'll be killing them in a while. Yep, also the bowl. Oh. we at? 81. Okay, we'll make a few more bricks. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, those are done. That's 48. Add to the fire. I'll be running that for a bit. Okay, next we're going to build. We do the clay brick furnace right next to it. And then we will build a crucible furnace, how about right there. Let's see, I think we'll do those up here. Oh. Oh, we're not going to do them. We already put those clay bricks into something. 32%. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to start chopping some wood. How about keeping busy? Okay, chop this one down. Size. We'll check that furnace again. Okay. That scrap wood there. Done. Ooh, very close. Just keep that going. Add from inventory. The other thing is mud mortar. So we will grab some mud, grab some clay, and 10, that should probably be good. Craft with, mix up that mud mortar. Already stockpile of mud mortar right there. At 35, we can cut up that other chunk and remove some of those logs. Got 2 hours on the fire there. Okay, should be good for a little bit. You can let the fire go out, but if I have the firewood, I try and keep it going. One thing is, in the later game, the wolves and the bears and stuff, they don't like fire, so they usually will try and stay away from your camp. Otherwise, they may come in. One thing that also pulls them in is food. they smell food, they're gonna come in and see if they can get that food. They're opportunists. D6, okay, we'll move another log or two. Right, pick up another chunk from the tree that we felled. Okay, might as well cut some of that into firewood then. D6, alright. Cut up another stump here. I knew of this game but never had an image in my mind when hearing about it. I love this game. I find it to be in depth, a lot of fun. Always trying to keep it moving. Okay. Actually, now we can build this furnace. Which is nice because I can fit more things in this one. Oh, so refill this with wood. Slow that one down. Let's see, that there, and then that right there. Perfect. The other pieces will just drop for the moment. Burn them in another stack. Some charcoal. 10 pieces should be more than enough. 10. Grab some twigs and stuff and we'll get that started. Where'd my pile go? Just pine leaves. And oh, there's twigs. And then get this one going and be doing more clay work right away. Oh, perfect. Let's see, that needs 11 more. And then the kilns, no, not kilns, we need smelting. Then we got 30, so okay, let's see, 40, 45, 55, 65, and I made 40. I think I need to make 25 more. Let's see how many I have. There's 6, 7. Three more, okay. Some clay. You're done already? So are you, and you. Got one going. And let's see. Okay, we'll set the candle maker right there for now. Watering jug we'll place down as well. Place the clay mold right here so I don't lose it. Same with that one. Okay. Possible. There. That not cooked yet, the clay bowl. Yeah, it's still soft. Toss that in there. build it. Drop that in there. Start a clay brick stockpile here. Let's see. That one's done. That's done. Okay. Let's see next. Make a split. I'm gonna take just more than enough. Really? Because craft with that way. Oh. I'm gonna switch because the clay cooks quicker than the stone. Just drunk all of that. Okay, next, let's see where we at. There's that. This can basically probably be done now. How much time we got on this puppy? An hour 32. Okay, what we'll do is craft 2, 3, one more them. As well do the other molds I haven't set up yet, even though I don't usually use them. You never know. Okay. How many do we have in the stockpile now? 20? Okay, we need 10 more. I think that makes 5 of them, right? Craft with. Yep, that makes 5. We need 5 more. It's not clay. Wrong pile. And the brick is empty. 56 minutes left. We'll fill this up with what we can. Stack the firewood. Start a new stockpile right next to it. Okay. Eat one of those sausages. Okay. Stockpile stuff again. We have to clean it up soon. I'm making a mess. We got short and long sticks. And then just gonna take that bowl and drop it there. I don't need it. See where that mushroom floats to. Buy mushroom. Okay, these other molds. Just wait for that one. Let's see. Going on here. Trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing next. Thinking going back and getting more of those planks. And also looking for another house. But I think we might have to. We only have so much daylight left. I think we did get this done a lot quicker than anticipated. $18 minutes left. Okay, we'll put in a little bit more charcoal. One hour, that should be good. That, let's see, clay mud. Grab some dogbane on our way. Yeah, we need to find a little more copper as well. Then we can start doing some smelting, make our first saw. Ooh, large piece of flint. Very nice. And a long stick. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I need a small stone. Craft with... Actually, before I make the flint spear, I should make the chisel. Okay, so we still need one more piece of large piece of flint. Oh, and there it is. And that one we will craft a flint spear. Craft with the long stick. Bind them together and we got a flint spear. It does a little more damage. 40 piercing instead of 30 piercing. Milk thistle, that's good quick food. And if you cook it up, it can also give you some blight resistance. And we should probably gather dandelions as well. Got a house over there? No. I'm hoping to find another house. The more of those I find, the more goods I can take from them. Kinda helps jumpstart the progression, because you can kind of, in a way, skip few steps just by dismantling stuff in houses. Like this gathering of dandelions, we'll then have to cook the dandelions to get salt from the roots, which then we'd use with water in a soaking basin to cure the hides, to then turn it to leather, put it on a drying rack. It's all a process. Foraging has increased. Wonderful. Other way, boar. There's tin. Where there's tin, there's usually copper somewhere nearby. Oh, there's copper. have one piece of copper. Got some time left. The sun is starting to set, but it has a little ways to go. Starting to get tired. Well, might as well craft up that while we wait then. I'll get his energy back. Okay, his energy's back. Craft up more when we get low again. Chamomile you'll grab to make into tea. That will, it's more like a health potion. The blueberries you can ferment and turn it to vinegar, which helps with food preservation. I'm just kind of searching, see if I come across another little cabin somewhere. Got the main part that I needed done at base today, which was getting pottery done. Tomorrow's mission is mainly doing the bronze working. So, and then from there, usually day 4, I start some leather working. Try and get that up and going. And hopefully by day 7 I'll be to iron. Once you start to get into the iron and you start to that done, it's kind of more closer to end game content at the moment. You build yourself a sword and a shield, and you can start to fend off, the wolves and bears a little bit easier. Right now you want to run from them because they're dangerous, very dangerous. And then you can start focusing on building just a really badass base. You start with that little stick hut, but we'll work our way to actually cutting, big, 4x4, lumber and stuff like that to kind of build a house. Not having any luck finding any houses. They are completely random, so every map is a random generated. You'll never play the same map twice. Some copper right over there, I'll go and grab that. Just craft. That should be enough copper for the first thing I need to do. Large pieces of flint. Nice. Okay. Not far from base. Okay. Perfect. It's starting to get late enough, we need to make sure to start heading back. House just a little bit this way. May just drop the dandelion and grab the planks when we're there. There it is. Yay, endurance increased. Okay. Sword. Big pile of dandelions right here next to the house. Remember that, so it's easy to just come and grab a bunch when I need it. Okay. I think That dogbane just disappeared. Okay. I'm gonna grab just the rest of that dandelion just to fill up our inventory. There we go. Make it back to base and we'll stoke the fire and prep, make a bunch of water. We'll start prepping the it's like the leather working with, or maybe the workbench. We'll see how much lumber we brought back, but we'll get the copper and bronze or tin ready to make bronze, which then we can make a saw so we can start making our own lumber. It's our fire pit. It's another thing, if you're playing on hard mode, that keeping that fire going will help you find your base a lot easier, because you can't, like I said, use that map really. I mean, you can use the map, it's just very difficult. Start a stockpile of the flint for the moment. So what do we got on us? The tin and copper. Small stones. Flint. Put those in there along with that. That for now. This will be that as well, because I don't know if I have a use for it. Okay, rope. Craft up the rest of it. Looks like there's a, or that's a black bear. Yup, already showing up. They're dangerous. Hour 45. That way I wanna definitely put another stack on. Drink all that water. Actually, what we're gonna do, fill this clay pot with water. It'll take longer to boil, but holds a heck of a lot more. Put that one in here for now. I'm gonna set this right here and start pouring all that into the jug. So next, let's see, grab 2 nails and one of them and one of these, and we'll see. Build yeah, the grinding wheel is really nice. That takes 10 short planks. Soaking basin is 10 short planks. Workbench is 12 long, 6 short. We got 11. So we don't have enough yet. make that workbench. We only have 9. Okay, so can't even build the basin. You can build the utility table, but that doesn't really do much yet. More just nice to have a table. I guess we won't build, we gotta get our copper ready then. A couple stones. I believe 80 copper, 10 tin. Okay, I broke my stones. Need more. Makes about perfect bronze. Yep, good quality bronze. 1,000. And we need. Still have the fat? I do. Can I make myself a torch? That's just a stick. Craft with. Craft with that. Oh, and 2 rope. Stockpile. Anything else we don't need there? I think I just need 5 for now. Five is good for an hour 27. We only need 43 minutes, so we really don't need that many. We do 3. Okay. Ignite my torch, this way I don't need kindling. Then don't forget to hit the smelt button. It's important. If you forget to do that, it just cooks but never smelts. Then also put that away. It extinguishes it so I don't waste it. I have only 1 piece of leather. And we need 6 to make our large backpack. 2 for the gloves. So you can make an arrow quiver as well, but I didn't see making a bow yet. Let's just see. Item structures. None of those show as like weapons. They have traps. Tools. None of them, I mean, the sword is a tool, but weapon, but yeah, I don't see bows yet, so I don't believe bows are in the game just yet. Each time we got 12 minutes left on that water. Looks like you could eat another sausage. And we got our saw mode, axe mold. That's 5,800. Minutes left there. And just wait for this to get done. Right, then I'm going to empty it into that pot, fill up, and boil some more. Now I can just pick up this jug and I can fill 10 drink from it too, so I'll drink. I'm full. Place it back down. This should just be 7 more minutes. We'll wait for that to get done. We'll pour our molds. So now I think I need a stick. We'll craft tools. We want to make that handle. See here. Handle. Crafting main. Oh, axe handle is a small plank. Okay, it's ready. We will pour it into the saw, pour into the axe, and I guess the rest we'll just pour into the ingot mold. So craft with, there's saw handle, carve. Well, just got a small plank, one of them, grabs 2, but that's fine. Next, oh, we need the chisel. Chisel I have over here. Craft with. There we go. Okay. Plate, ingot, pick up 2, take that ingot and just stick it in there, so we can always heat it up again. Put that away, craft with, and assemble. Combine, there it is. And craft with combine. Now we'll pull the sandstone chunk out. Stick crate here. And at least start to sharpen them. Repair the spear, repair the... You know, it started at 50% condition, 13. And I used up my sandstone on the saw. That's alright. Okay, we will take down another tree. This will be able to start making some more long planks and short planks so we can start building those other things. So tab, gotta put that into our inventory so we can equip it. We'll just start right here. Okay. Short and long. Other stuff. Then we also made long lumber there, which that's for like building houses and stuff. Let's put sticks away. Do we get any pine cones? No. Get sure pine branches, twigs, which I believe I have right there. Put the leather away. The charcoal. And because I don't need the lumber just yet, I'm gonna make them also into planks. I'm not really building a house just yet. Worried about getting all the other little things set up. Now what do we have? We have 30 of them, 12 of them. Okay, we'll do another tree. Let's see, what one do we want to do? I like doing the bigger the better. We'll do this one. $52 chopping damage. Even with it not sharpened yet, it's still better than my hatchet. That picked up. Sounds like my water's done. Fill a bowl. We get enough water saved up, we don't have to really worry about it for a while, so it's good to get a stockpile. Okay, let's saw that up. Where'd that big tree go? There you are. Okay, let's grab some nails now. Put the hatchet in here for now. Let's build. Soaking basin that requires short planks. Okay. We'll do that right here, I think. Soaking basin. Tanning. Next to that water, right? That'll work. Grab some rocks to hammer it all together. To make you actually equip the rock. Okay, next. Build with the hand cart is really nice. Wheelbarrow's pretty good too. Oh, I want to set it up for this. Get this going as soon as we can. Let's set that one here. Workbench. Right there, why not? Make some short planks out of it. There we go. There's all the short planks we need. Start stockpile. More. The nice thing with that is I can store tools in it, so I'm going to pull out the tools. them in here. And then you can also do a lot of different stuff right from the workbench. Each time we got on that water. Perfect. We're gonna fill up one more time and then go to sleep. And that will put us into day number 3. With quite a bit done. We'll go and we'll get the rest of this for the grinding stand done, and then we'll head out and do some other stuff. Be nice to have a sharpening wheel right away. %. A little bit ahead of schedule on all of our stuff. Looks like it's gonna be sunlight very soon. That's alright. We worked in late into the night. Day 3, the blight continues to spread. And yeah, let's check our injury. Fully treated. Cover items no longer have an injury. Looks like that has a little bit of life left in it. And just put in here. That in there too. Yeah, we'll find the closest chunk of sandstone, which there is one, looks like right there, but I'm not going across the river for it. The sandstone is heavy, so lugging it back is kind of a pain. Hope it's find it nice and close. You know, I saw some somewhat close, I just can't remember exactly where I was now when I saw it. Watch out for the blight. Each day that blight spreads a little bit further, so the sooner we can get to being able to control it, the better. Okay, it looks like that's somewhat close. Pickaxe. Get to mining. Waiting for him to knock off a big chunk. He has to bring the big boulder back, and then use the workbench to actually get it down to a wheel. And of course the game does kind of tell you a lot of this stuff, but it doesn't tell you, so most of it you're just learning on your own. There we go. Grab a couple small ones just so I have something to take with me. Gotta knock that down to a size we can carry. Oh. Now if this was in hard mode, I would have been out of sausages by now, so I'd be eating... I like to eat pinecone seeds. It's like one of my early foods, that, and I think curved phage mushrooms are also really good. They're kind of lower in blight, and they give you a good amount of hunger satisfaction. And then there's making the potion to remove the blight once you get it, which, as you can see, I haven't gotten any blight yet. But once you start to get poisoned with it, it can, mess with how quickly you get thirsty, messes with your health as well. You can start losing health, you'll have less stamina, everything kind of goes downhill. If you get too much blight, it can just outright kill you. Best to stay out of those. Now see that big clump right there? When we go to start getting rid of the blight, we want to get rid of that clump. That's like the heart of it. You start to get that taken out, and the rest of it kind of goes away with it. Funny if there was sandstone like right there. Oh no. Walked all that way. And that one's really close if it wasn't with water. So I come to here. I Okay, let's drop this so I can actually put... Oh, that's not the chisel. Where did I put the chisel? That is the flint chisel blade. Oh, it's the flint one. I need the... Oh, I do have to move to Iron Age then, don't I? Dang it. Okay. Yes. We're gonna build that brewery as quick as we can then. Where do we want to build it at? Let's see. This will be right here. Build with... right here. Then we will do the hearth right next to it. Which means I need to get more leather, so I'll be going back to get that dandelion right away. Drop off that little chunks. Dogbane and dandelions. And milk thistle. I'll always grab milk thistle when I see it. That's like the one food that don't give you much for food sustenance, but it doesn't have any blight in it, so it's one of the few items you can find in the world that doesn't give you blight. Oops, I fell. Luckily, he didn't hurt himself, did he? Nope. You can actually, like, get a sprain or a broken limb from falling down. I think the iron was over here too. Oh, I see coyote. I think I'm gonna hunt him. So, limp spear. My other stick go. Oh. Missed him. My flint spear. And yeah, you want to keep a distance. If you get too close to them, they will attack you. Might as well just practice our butchering. Throw the rest on the ground that we're not gonna use though. Keep the fat. Oh yeah, the other thing you can do is the bones, and then you can crush and make basically bone meal out of it, which is good for when you get into planting, doing gardening. But I'm not going to do that just yet, so I'll leave it here. We're gonna end up with plenty of that stuff later. Okay, reference, are we close to that house? Well, yeah, we're gonna make some rope up here in a second. Takes up less space than the dogbane. Let's kind of break it all down. 4 pieces. This way. Left. I believe coyote gives you 2 pieces of leather correctly, so I got 2, 4, 6, 7 pieces potentially so far. Rabbits just give you 1 piece of leather. They do cure quicker, but I actually need to build like 3 different soaking basins because each one requires a different salt content for each animal type for the best curing. And then multiple drying racks. Alright. Just head back, we'll get the rest of the dandelions. Pretty full load just on the way back. Oh, another coyote in the bush there. Hey, leveling up and hunting. That's right. I'm the mighty hunter. First time I started doing this, oh, I had so much trouble. Trying to throw a spear. Yep. So my butchering goes up a little bit too. Past the house. We got enough space to do 3 more dogbane. I guess I don't need the fat. Dandelion, load up. set course. Normally we'd be in hard mode. You can set up cairns as well. I didn't like getting that close to that coyote. To kind of lead your way, so you'd be picking up a lot of different rocks to set up little stone cairns. And then using the compass a lot to find your way. Just a little bit slower moving. Alright, almost home. Be able to boil up a whole bunch of dandelion to make some salt. It's funny, you actually don't use water, you just throw the dandelions in there. And in real life, you cut up the roots and you boil them. And boil them and boil them until all that's left is basically salt. So, things first. That there. I have. Oh. That there. Oh. One's sitting down. Leave. Drink. Rest in here. Did I let my fire go out? I did. So, being I let the fire go out. Feel so bad with myself letting that happen. Kindling. Pine leaves here. Twigs over here. And flint. We're gonna get 600 grams. On furnace. You see now that it's raining, I'm getting wet. All these things like this, durability, good quality steel, wet. Also shows on it, if you get a leech, it'll treat a leech. Now that I'm soaked, I'm more susceptible to the blight. I'm gonna want to sit underneath my well, by the fire to help dry me off. So we're actually going to want to build this out bigger so we can stay underneath the canopy and still work. Let's grab our sausages. Eat a little bit. 63, 75, and see, as they wear out, they give you less and less. They were giving me 20 when they were brand new. Now by day 3, they only give you 12. Oh, there's all the sausages. So it's going to take an hour. That's going. I'm going to build. Need some rope as well. Tanning place down right there. One more long stick. That's 9. Probably have to build 2 tanning frames though right away. Now your tools will also rust. And see, rust while drying is the thing right on the top. As it rusts, of course, gets worse. We got one more piece of leather in here. Hopefully it's not getting too rotten. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Should be more than plenty to build the next one. I'll chop down that tree to get her out of the way. In place. Of course, the bronze doesn't rust because it's bronze, but your steel will rust. Put it down this way so it falls towards camp. That little bit less, I have to carry it. Man, I could get a stag too, but I'd be hunting them down for a while like that. It's going to work with coyote leather for now. 11 minutes. I have a little extra dandelion in here still. 4, 5, 10, 10, 11, so I'd like 9 more pieces, so I can make a total 1200. The other thing is salt. Once it's out in the rain, like if it's in your backpack or something, it's gonna disappear. Because, you know, salt and water don't really go well together. Kind of just ruins the salt. It just increased in cooking because the salt finish. Need just a little more dandelion quick. Get to the... Oh, that might have been a little closer. That one. Oh well. Here, dandelion. Just one. 8 more to go. I like to do a full stack instead of partials. It's just me. Bunch at the house here, so. There we go. We'll pick up dogbane on the way back. And more dandelions. So this is where the iron is. Okay. We'll be getting that in just probably the next playthrough. We'll start doing iron day like 4, 5, and 6. Collect all that iron there and we'll start make us a chisel and a hammer. And one of the last things we'll make is the sword, but we'll be getting to that as quick as we can. Gather, not swing. Never go back empty-handed. And tomorrow night I'll be back doing Zomboid, but I'd like to play this game every once in a while. I just really enjoy it. Helps break it up a little bit. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it too. It's pretty peaceful strategy survival game. Some that large piece of flint, so I had to chop it all up quick. Oh, this'll. Yeah, you can never have enough rope. Okay, we'll pick up one more dandelion before we get back. That off. Make more spears. Drop off the rope. Second pile here. Milk thistle. Away. Glad it's done raining. Okay. Now this basin here shows 0% treatment, and we'll put that out first. Put 200 in at 0%. Takes it 40% treatment efficiency. 80, so now we want to split this stack. 100. Split. That should make it 89% efficiency. Okay. Too much salt. So it's gonna just take longer. So I'm gonna let, actually, we have some water to put into it. Brings it back up to 80% efficiency when it's full of water. See, 5 hours, 41 minutes for it to cure. And once it's cured, we can hang them on the racks. See our firewood? Yeah, I will chop a couple trees down that direction. Oh. Got enough firewood right now, but we'll be making more, so we don't have to worry about it. Also, try and tire him out so he's actually going to fall asleep before the day's over. Don't want him staying all the way up until 3 hours before dawn again. trees too. Basically be a clear cutter. Grab the sandstone and there. How much time we got left? 9 minutes. Okay. Go and pick up some of this stuff. Branches. Lots of dandelion. I forgot how much dandelion we have on us. Take one more batch. Butter. Perfect. And this salt we'll put in here, and immediately we're going to have to build extension to our shelter, it looks like. So we'll drop some materials off. Room. And it's over here. See, was got the young trees all the way over there. There's 2 of them though. Okay, so I'll take them. The young trees. Oh. You can use as posts, and it just makes a taller roof. Pain to move them because they're so heavy. Build with post. Wait, no, that's bad. I don't like that position. Line that up. Post, so it's more in line. Small tree. young tree. And once you get the wheelbarrow and the cart, I don't think the wheelbarrow can take the trees, the small trees or young trees, but it can take, you know, logs and firewood. But the big cart, that one, can take this young trees. Outright place. Oh, sticks. Do support beams first. Gotta place them. Now, next is rafters. Place. I need more rope and more tall, long sticks. 13 more long sticks, and I don't have them here, so may have to go searching for long sticks. Pick up all of our junk in the area, though. How many more do I need? Don't have enough yet. 6 more. Oops. There. Butter. I'll find 6 long sticks quick. There's 6 extras. Hey, another level. Oh, get away from me, coyote. I'm on a mission. Okay. And we can grab the pine branches and put on the roof. I gotta clean up my area eventually. I'll turn it into a mess. Get a broom, cause it's a mess. Now my stick crate is safe. Go back to cooking water. That means my salt is going to be safe. All is well in the world. Check this, we'll probably have to throw some more water in it. 39% done. Stuff laying around. How much time on the fire we got? 5 hours, okay. Another level. It's not as cool as the Zomboid level up sound, but it's still a nice sound when you level up. Oh, some firewood here. And I heard the first howl. That's like the start of sunset evening. About a couple hours before it's fully black. See, I'm not really paying attention to the different things here, like treating injuries, basic shelter. Yeah, it wants me to create the stick wattle wall, and I do put in walls, but it's a little bit later I usually do that. This is more of a tutorial over here. So I usually don't play with it, but I figured leave it on so you guys can see what is there to do. Stockpile of it right here. Eventually we want to also have all of our firewood underneath it, protected as well, because if it's wet, of course the fires don't last as long. Two will throw on. Check our stuff here again. 56%. Just fill up that water container. Set it there. Okay. We'll have a second one too. And that's tainted water. That's why I definitely moved that over there, so it's not near where I have my fresh drinking water. Increased in cooking, because I learned how to boil the water. I think I'm going to do actually is take the salt and oh yeah, I have to make a cork for it first, don't I? Yep. Okay. Make that soon. But then that's actually a storage container once you have a cork lid for it. Here. There's that, so it's just mud mortar and then the bellows. Got the mud mortar right over here. Maybe not enough, we'll see. Enough for that one. And just a little shy. Okay. Send some more mushrooms downriver. Oh, I received a leech. Heal, left leg, leech. There we go. Got him out. Little bugger. Going into the water, got a leech. Just like in movie with Kiefer Sutherland. The kids. Stand By Me. Great movie. Now, definitely you should drink. Those. Fire. Okay, let's see how long. Perfect. So this is where we're gonna end tonight's stream. 3 days. We'll do maybe in a week or two. We'll do another 3 days. The next step of the thing, getting Iron Age going, getting the rest of the leather working done. Eventually, once we get all of everything set up, then we'll go into the fun of base building. But right now it's just setting up for basic survival. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Sleep and save. Save. Escape. Overwrite. And exit the main menu. So that was the initial first look. Good strategy for getting everything set up on your first day of the last Plague Blight, or first 3 days. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching. If I can get you to like, subscribe, and come back for more, let me know how much you like this game, if you'd like to see more of it. But like I said, tomorrow night we'll be back to Project Zomboid and Bad Sad's multiplayer server. And thank everybody for watching, and peace. Enjoy.